sensitive skin, et cetera, et cetera. And there's a million different things that people could use, but creating something that could be unique and different, but at the same time that everyone could use, because that's also a big deal when it comes to skincare. If you see so many people, I guess the first person that comes to mind is like Michael Jackson. You knew what complexion he was back in '87, and then of course, like before he passed away, he was a lighter complexion. People are lightening their skin, and whether it's through regular day-to-day type stuff they put on their face, or whether it's due to surgery. Some people are trying to look lighter. And then I saw something on Instagram probably like a month ago where someone called themselves trying to crack on Kim Kardashian because they said she's always trying to make her skin look darker. So something in reference to skincare would be something else I would be interested in, because that seems to be a big thing right now.
Okay.
Light skin versus dark skin.
Is there any brand that you feel like you want it to be similar to, or would be a competition to you? Like if you were to be out there, you say, okay, I want to be close to how this brand is.
I don't know enough about other brands. What I'm most interested in, like with what we're working to build with Real Girlfriends, looking to create something in reference to shapewear, in reference to skincare and so many other industries, and being able to partner with other companies that's leading in the industry that might adopt us, because we have a unique vision to be able to help better. But I don't know enough about anybody else that's like booming. Like when it comes to shapewear, I know a few people that actually like sell certain products, but I can't name a national company. I just follow people on Instagram that have that. And the same thing with skincare. There's a girl that I follow that's on a reality show. She has something called Yella Beauty, but I'm not sure like what the actual company that she gets. I think Yella Beauty is what she calls it, but I'm sure she has a different distribution.
Okay. And yeah, that's interesting. Because I've never heard that company, Yella Beauty. How did you hear about it?
It's Yelle. If you look up Yandy Smith, that's on Love and Hip Hop New York, and if you go to her Instagram, that's one of her companies that she actually has been working with a beauty company probably for about 3 or 4 years now.
Thank you for that information. So I'm sure that me as well as the listeners would like to look that up and get more information on that as well.
And also, not to cut you off, see, I'm so sorry. One of the Kardashians, I can't remember her name. I heard like last year she made $1 billion when she launched her, I think it was a lipstick or makeup line or something like that. Now, there's been recent stuff in the news that she's not a billionaire anymore, but she actually launched something too in the beauty industry, which is also another booming industry.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that even with the change of what's going on in the world, it hasn't even slowed down, I'm sure. And I'm pretty sure people are probably even wearing more makeup for no reason.
And Rihanna actually launched a line for like nightwear, like lingerie, a few years ago.
Yeah.
That's been booming too. Absolutely.
And since we're talking about all these celebrities and all these trending news, we're going to actually play our trending news break. So we're going to do that now, and then we're going to come up back and wrap up the show.
2020 has brought many changes, the most visual of which has been the face mask. With the arrival of face masks, new makeup trends and skincare routines have appeared as a result. 1. Gentle cleansing solutions to cleanse bacteria trapped underneath the mask against your skin. 2. Barrier creams to protect against the friction of the mask. 3. Pimple patches for skin irritations caused by mask friction. And 4. No makeup on any areas underneath the mask. This has been Kay with your trending news. Now, back to your scheduled program.
And thank you for that, Kay. And it's funny how that ties in perfectly with what I'm going to say next. So one of the industries that are actually booming now, that is something that we couldn't had predicted to be an actual trend now, is face masks. And also, and this should always been, I think, popular, hand sanitizer, as well as cleaning companies are starting to be on the rise as well, as because there's such a need for it. And out of those companies, it's just I think I would invest in like maybe a mask company, if I had the money to invest in a mask company, just because I know it is going to be something that's probably not going to go away anytime soon. Would you, either one of you girls, invest in a mask company or a hand sanitizer company?
This is Kay. I actually thought about it at the beginning of the pandemic when the lockdown first started. I thought about it, and then a company here started doing it, a company there started doing it, companies that make alcohol turn their alcohol into sanitizer started doing it, and I realized that I don't have the capability to immediately make an item in competition with these other companies that already have the capability of doing it, so I gave up the idea.
Okay. So if you, realistically, if you did have the money, that's something you would do? Because I know if I had the money, I would definitely try to do that as well. And what about you, Tawanda?
I think that it is an investment in some. I'm a person that I'm going to always bet against the odds for something else someone is not thinking about. I think that the two things that you mentioned are good investments, and we can see that because due to the pandemic, everybody and their mama has been creating masks. I even had someone mail me some. So I think that sometimes we turn opportunities that's about tragedy into opportunity. So I think that's a really good thing. So yeah, I think it will be definitely a good investment. But no, personally, I would not invest in that.
Okay. Would you invest in something that was similar to, let's say, what's a need base for right now at the present time?
I would actually look at something that I was interested in that I believe probably is going to be a big deal later that no one actually thinking about, just because I would want to get more bang for my buck. I'm not really that much of a person that knows a whole lot about investing in certain types of things, so I'll probably have to be advised on, hey, since these are the things you're most interested in, these would be good things to be invested in the next month or 2 or 6 months from now. So after advisement, then I'll be ready to go ahead first.
Okay. Wise, even hypothetically.
You said what?
No, I said you're wise even hypothetically. You're being wise even hypothetically.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm just always, there are some things that you ask me, I'm not going to give it any second thought. I'm going to be all in. And then I'm extremely cautious when it's something that, and when I'm in, I guess it's called unfamiliar territory, then I'm like, that's not my strength, so let me fall back for a bit and get some more information. But once I get more information, I'm with you forever. Like, I'm ready now. Let's do it.
Okay. So what do you think makes something a trend?
I think a lot of different things, and this is my personal opinion, I think a lot of different things can make something a trend. I think it can be tragedy. I think it can be the environment. Like, let's say, for example, you did a call on, I always say it wrong, something body. What was it?
Body.
Hot summer body?
Hot girl summer.
Exactly. I think something like that, when summertime is getting ready to come and people are getting ready, whatever's going on in the world, or there's a type of tragedy, or something that's actually like relevant right now, that's what makes trends come. I mean, that's what my actual thought is. It just really depends on, person, place, things, and what's actually happening. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. You can wake up in the morning, there can be another trend. Just even like with recent events, with what happened over in Minneapolis, like so many things become a trend just from that. Some things that are good and some things that are bad.
Yeah, like, for example, Vine was a trend, and now where is it? Do you remember Vine, the platform?
What's Vine?
Vine is, I remember doing like short videos, right?
Right.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
You know what? That's why I think, like,
get
I think also when people create hashtags, certain type people jump on to what they like. Like, let's say you can take something that's so freaking ugly. You can take some bell bottoms that's like leopard, and they can be ugly as hell. But soon as Beyonce or Jay-Z, somebody boom, everybody want them. People don't even really care. Like, oh, it's still ugly, but it don't matter because somebody else is doing it. So it's so many. You can put a hashtag out there. People don't even know what the hell it means. But because it's unique, because it's different, oh, hell, I don't like that. Everybody start retagging it, reposting it, and boom, you got another trend.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm disconnected. I have to say I agree with that, but I also agree with that only because, I mean, Beyonce would look good in a paper bag. No, Beyonce would look good in a paper bag. If you put Beyonce in a paper bag and put Beyonce on the paper bag and then try to sell it, it would sell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she's a brand.
Right. So, I mean, it's kind of not fair to use Beyonce because anything she wants to sell, she'll sell. You know what I mean?
But you know what? But this is the difference, though. To people that follow trends and that follow stuff, now me personally, and I like Beyonce, and I don't get it twisted, but if I see somebody, if she has on something, if I still don't like it, I don't give a damn who has it on. So that's the difference. Some people, they don't do stuff based on if they really like it. They do it based on who it is. It's about popularity. With me, I'm going to do it if I like it, if it makes sense. Like, oh, that's ugly. Beyonce, you can wear it because you can make it look good. I think that's ugly. I'm not wearing that shit.
Yeah, my brother.
But anyway,
he might yell at me later if he hears this. No, I was gonna say my brother. He's like that. Like wear designer clothes, and I remember one day he had a shirt on. I'm like, I don't like your shirt. It's ugly. And I'm just being a sister. And he's like, oh, it's $200. It's so and so this, and I'm like, it's still ugly, and I walked away. Like regardless of what it is and how much it costs, it's ugly. It's ugly. So I'm sorry, Kay. So what did you think makes a trend?
What did I think makes a trend?
Yeah. So what do you think makes something a trend?
I think there are a couple things that make things a trend, right? First thing is brand popularity, right? For example, the whole Beyonce example and the paper bag. So brand popularity is one. And then I'm a quote my favorite speaker, Bob Proctor. The need for the item, how well the item performs whatever it is that it's supposed to do, and how easily it can be replaced, right? So, for example, with the mask, we need the mask. Why? Because it could save our life. Now, how well does the mask perform? Well, the news says that it performs reasonably well, and most of us depend on the news to do what we need to do. Now, can a mask be replaced? Maybe by a hazmat suit, but who's got money for that, right? So I think that sometimes trends are based on the need for the item, how well the item performs, whatever it's supposed to do, and if it can be replaced with something else or not.
And you know what's funny? I know one thing that became trending at one point, and I mean, I guess it still is trending, and it's funny because it is a positive thing, but I want to ask you guys if you feel this way. Do you feel like the law of attraction was beginning to become trending because people actually believed in it, or a lot of people were trying to capitalize on the popularity? And we ask that to Wanda.
That's a great question, and to be honest, and I don't say this to be offensive to anyone, like with the laws of attraction, for example, it's all about the power of belief. Sometimes you can have a person that they don't really believe in. Sometimes you can have a person, they believe in you. And when they believe in you, they believe in anything you tell them. And like with the law of attraction, it's about attraction. It's about those good vibes, about putting it out. It's about speaking stuff into existence. So some people don't even really understand it. They just understand, like, if you listen to the video, the person's voice is captivating. It pulls